Was there ever a relationship between Dagomba and the Ashanti Kingdom?
Yes. So the Ashantis at that time, I don't know whether because they were already good in marketing, decided that no, there must be an agreement. But we have never seen any written agreement that they will provide them, but not for free.
Okay.
The government have to pay for the guns, pay for the gunpowder,
and the bullets.
And those who carry the gun from Ashanti to Dagbon, the king of Dagbon also supply. The Ashanti will pay with 2,000 slaves.
Okay.
The Ashanti will supply Dagbon with 2,000 guns.
Okay.
So it was agreed that every year the Dagomba king would provide 200 slaves to Ashanti.
Okay.
Then Ashanti will also send some of the guns. And the Ashantis needed only slaves.
Hi, so today we are in the kingdom of Dagbon, and I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm with one of the elders here, and his whole work is to tell the story. So, Alaji, welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Chumberema. Where am I, and who are you?
Oh, I'm Suleimana Alasan Idi. The Alaji is a title.
Okay.
It's a title. I went to Mecca in 1999.
Okay.
That's it. But my name is Suleimana Alasan Idi. Traditionally, I am from the Bonje music fiddlers family or clan.
Okay.
We have been attached to the royal houses since 1710. So the history since then have been passed down from generation to generation until it reached us.
Okay.
And currently we're also passing it to the next generation.
Okay.
But we're not going to be here forever. Yeah. Otherwise, in my working life, I have worked as a biology and general science teacher for 10 years at Yendi Secondary School, now Yendi Senior High.
Okay.
I have worked with the National Commission for Civic Education.
Okay.
I retired in January 2021.
Okay.
My other fields of distance are peace building, conflict resolution, governance, human rights, children's rights, women's rights, and all the rights of the vulnerable.
Okay.
So at the public sector side, this is where I worked. But traditionally, I am with my fiddle, praising the king every day, reminding him of history, entertaining him, and then also, educating him and then the public on certain social issues.
Okay. So traditionally, you mean to say that you are your clan, your work in the kingdom is to entertain the king and also to tell the history.
Yes.
So.
And entertain him and educate him.
And educate him about the history.
Not only about the history, about social life.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, about social life.
Wow. Right. So today, then we are here for a lot of things, entertainment and history. And it's my first time I'm going to actually get and dive deep into the history of the people of Dagbon. So you said from 1710. So can you tell us about the origin of the Dagbon Kingdom, where you came from and how you came to settle here?
You see, there is some misunderstanding about this word kingdom. So when we say Dagbon Kingdom was established on this date, it does not mean that was the day the people, the people were found here.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Say, for instance, when they say Kwame Nkrumah is the founder of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah only led Ghana to independence in 1957, but that doesn't mean that there were no Ghanaians in 1957.
Okay.
So that is what most people don't know about history of people.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
To go into Dagbon history, Dagbon is made up of two groups that are now emerging.
Okay.
You understand? We had the pristine or the indigenous Dagombas who were on the land.
Okay.
These Dagombas didn't have chiefs.
Okay.
They lived in clans and they were spread all over northern Ghana.
Okay.
Among them today are Dagombas, Nanumbes, Mampursis, Frafras, Talenses, Dagatis, Bulisa, the Nabdam, the Kusasi, the Mushi. All of them were different clans of the pristine Dagomba.
Okay.
On the soils of northern Ghana.
Okay.
And part of Ahafo.
Okay.
And part of northeastern Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
They were the indigenous people. Before the ruling class now migrated from the Dewa states of Pusiga.
Okay.
And came and then divided this kingdom we're talking about, these people we're talking about, into some boundary areas and named them after those who after their conquest. So 4 sons or 3 sons of Bewa came in with their troops. You understand? Some of them colonized some people in a certain area and called them Mampusis.
Okay.
Mampusi is the name of a town.
Okay.
In that area.
Okay.
So indigenous, first the chief migrated from Fusuka and settled there.
Okay.
You understand? And they adopted that name. It has covered the people up to today.
Okay.
So it means that the band of strangers that came as chiefs, you understand, now colonized these people and established a kingdom.
Okay.
I hope you understand. And established a kingdom. So that doesn't mean that was the first time people were living there.
Okay.
And that doesn't also mean that the people who came and colonized those people just came and then there was nobody, then they brought their people and settled down.
Okay.
This is what most people don't understand.
Okay.
Another son of Nagewa called Shitobu also came into the present day Dagbon.
Okay.
You understand? Which is troops. Conquered the people and ruled over them.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes.
And they are now called it the new Dagbon.
Okay.
You understand? The another son of Nagewa also moved south and also colonized the people around Bimbla, they call them Nanumba.
Okay.
So there were indigenous people in these areas before the arrival of the chiefs.
Okay.
And that is what most historians don't know.
Okay.
They say that when they say that Dagbon was established maybe in 14 something, that means that the place was rare or
barren.
It was, you understand? And they came and they settled. That is not it.
Okay.
They came and met indigenous people there. Okay. And you can still see the distinction. The indigenous people are called Tambihi, children of the land.
Tambihi.
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 Tanga means land. Tambani means land.
Okay.
And Bihi means children.
Children.
So children of the land, Tambihi.
Okay.
You understand?
And the people who came to join them,
they were called the Namzulia.
Namzulia.
Yeah, Namzulia. That is the clan of chiefs.
The clan of chiefs.
Or the descendants of chiefs.
Okay. So which one are you?
I am mixed.
Okay. Because of the long...
Yes, I am mixed.
Okay.
Because when my
your clan.
Yes, my clan I'm talking about, we are mixed.
Okay.
And then as an individual, and as an individual, I'm also mixed.
Okay.
Because I can trace my great-grandmother to a former Yana.
Okay.
So that makes me a descendant of the migrant chiefs.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
I can also trace my people to houses.
Okay.
Hausa people.
Okay.
You understand? Because my great-grandparents who came in 1710 were houses.
Okay.
You get it? So I can call myself, even some people still call us strangers, even though we have been here for almost 700 years.
Okay.
But people still want to call us strangers.
Okay.
You understand? So I am mixed.
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. I understand. So now it established that before people came here to conquer and to rule, there were already people living here.
Yes.
So just like any other conqueror that moves to a place to subdue them, they impose their religion, their culture and way of life and everything on
them.
So here, on the other hand, there were people already scattered living here.
Yes.
So what's the, and then I'll come to, a question came to mind, I'll come to, and then a chief making clan from one descendant.
Yeah.
They migrated here and they divided the land for themselves.
Yes.
So one conquered here and called their place Mamprusi.
Okay.
And then one came here and called here Dagbon. The other one went to Nanumba.
Yes.
Okay. So, and they all
So they were other, they were,
Pusiga.
yeah, they were all, they were from Pusiga.
Pusiga.
And there were other people who were not conquered.
Okay. Which
And they
people
still
were not
lived,
conquered?
like the Bulsa.
Bulsa people.
And they were not conquered by anybody.
They were not conquered by
No. So they didn't have chiefs.
Okay.
Until when the white man came. But they had clan leaders. You know, they cannot be a society without leaders,
Yes.
without leadership.
Okay.
But they didn't have central clan, administration.
Okay.
So you could see that they had what I can call village state. What do you call it? Every community and its leader, even though they were speaking the same language, having the culture and all that. Not only them, a lot of people.
Okay.
Until the white man came and then introduced chieftaincy, the centralized chieftaincy among them.
Among the Bulsa people.
Among others, some of them who were not.
Those who were not having kingdom.
Yes.
The white man came to introduce the kingdom.
Yeah, just to ensure that they properly rule them.
Okay.
Through the chiefs.
Okay. So now, I don't know if you've heard of the black, is it a black Mamprusi or black Dagomba?
Black Dagomba, this is what I would do. The other people call, black is English.
Yes. But I heard there were two kinds of Dagomba. Some people were black and some people were red.
That is just history. There's no red, there's no black.
Okay.
It's just that when Islam came,
okay,
you understand, the early people who adopted Islam were regarded as people who had been enlightened.
Okay.
Who were no longer black. Even today, they still regard people who haven't joined Islam as being black.
Okay.
The best sabla.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So the sabla here means you can refer to the indigenous people as a tambi. That's the proper definition for them. You get it?
Yes.
But the white man came when he was writing their history. Maybe they interview certain people and they claim something the best sabla and the banjai, and they want to attribute that the banjai to somebody who migrated from Egypt, which is not true.
Okay. Okay.
So even today, when you go to a village where we don't have Islam, and then somebody goes there to preach Islam and they adopt Islam, they will see that they have now enlightened. They have now they've moved from their blackness to white.
White. Okay.
They have now become white.
Not Pragya.
Palgia, Palgia,
Palgia.
And they have now become white.
Okay.
Palgia.
Okay. So now, after Dagbon was, established, what has been your relationship with the, other clans around?
Those with the kingdoms. The chiefs that came were from the same, ancestor. You understand?
They're all from Pusiga.
Yes.
What's their father's name?
Bewa.
So Nagbewa's children,
yes.
four of his sons, one ruled the Pusi, three. One ruled Mampusi, one ruled Dagbon, and one ruled Nanumba.
Yes.
Okay.
But his daughter also, married some man, and they also gave birth to a son, Wodrogo. Okay. Also went and colonized the indigenous people of the Burkina Faso area.
Okay.
And introduced the Moshi Kingdom.
Okay. So the Moshi Kingdom is also from Nagbewa.
Yes, they are also from Nagbewa.
So if I'm right, the people from Mampusi, and you mentioned the Kusasis.
So all of them.
So the Kusasis and the Boku people and the Mampusi people, everybody there, they are one.
Yeah, one people. Yeah, the chieftaincy. That is, making them kill one another.
No, even with that, it still goes back to the same lineage.
Yes.
I see.
So the what do you call them? The Kusasis today claim they don't have anything to do with Bewa because they were the indigenous.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Yes, I understand.
They were the indigenous.
So like the way we have indigenous everywhere.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were the indigenous.
Okay.
Even though not sometimes not really from Boku itself, but from the surrounding areas.
Okay.
Not Boku town itself, but from the surrounding areas.
So they were the indigenous.
And others.
Others were indigenous.
Before
Nagbewa's son, his son started to take possession of the kingdom.
Yes.
Okay. I have a question. I'll go. You mentioned Kusasi. I'll have a question. I'll just want to talk about it, and then we'll continue. So I heard that the chieftaincy issue started. I don't know if it's correct. If I'm wrong, I may be wrong. That they asked the Mamprusis to help them fight, and they said, "When we help you fight, we'll rule over you." And then that was I think there were some people attacking them, so they couldn't fight. So they said, okay, help us fight. And when we fight, and they said, when we fight for you and we win, we rule over you. And that was the beginning of the insertion of the Mamprose Kingdom in Kusasi. How true is that?
No, Kusasi, I told you, elders have chiefs.
Okay.
They were as follows.
Okay.
Like any of the indigenous chiefs there.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there were disturbances over, people were in a place that didn't have centralized government. The centralized states normally attack them.
Okay.
Many years back, we had slavery going on.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
So Nigeria sent some of his sons and warriors to go there and protect the community over there because they were under his jurisdiction as a chief.
Okay.
Then Nigeria, the king of Mamprose, Nalergo.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So they went there to protect the people of that area.
Okay.
Because they were being pushed. You understand?
By other people.
By other people.
Slave raiders and things.
By other people. But the chieftaincy problem that we have in Boko today has a different, origin.
Origin. Oh, okay. Okay.
You see, people, they say Mamprose and Kusasis are fighting. They are fighting over chieftaincy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, they are fighting over chieftaincy. Otherwise, they are speaking the same language. Yes. You have different dialects of the same language. We are all speaking the same language.
Okay. Okay.
You come here and I call a ring, Nuntua. Then you go to the Kanjawa area and you call it Nunt. You understand? We come here, we call a goat Bua. Then you go to Kusasi area, they call it Boo.
Okay. Okay.
You come here, we call water. Come.
Okay.
Then you go to the Gati area, they call it Ku.
Okay.
It's the same, that is just variations of the same language.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. So here is the case that now we have the Dagbon Kingdom. What role did Dagbon play in the slave trade era?
Like any kingdom, any strong kingdom in the past, they played key roles in slavery. Because at that time it wasn't prescribed. People saw it normal as life. You understand?
Okay.
So sometimes when we're talking about it, we shouldn't shy away from the role the Dagombas played in the slave trade.
Okay.
And even the role they also played and then banned slave trade here before the white man came.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's true they raided, certain areas. You understand? I know in my history, I know the Dagomba chiefs who even traveled up to Mopti. You know Mopti?
Where's
Niger?
Niger
Area.
Okay.
Yes.
To go and do what?
To go and fight. They look at people and take their cows and then their gold and everything.
Wow.
You get it?
Yeah.
It was common.
Okay.
It was common those days.
But
what the government didn't do was that when they went and conquered an area, they didn't place somebody there to rule them. They would just take the booty and come home.
Okay. They just go for the spoils.
Yes. The spoils and come home.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So that these people now know that no, the government came here and then this is what they did. Other strong tribes will not go there.
Okay.
They call it as a Dagomba hunting area.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Yes.
So it's true that the
Dagombas were into hunting areas, but not into like ruling other people.
No, they weren't interested in ruling people far away from home. No, they didn't. They weren't.
Okay.
They weren't.
So now,
and they did also annihilate communities.
Okay.
Because they knew they would go back. So perennially, they were going to those areas.
Okay. But were there some kingdoms that used to annihilate communities that you know of?
Yes. Especially the Fulani Hausa, kingdoms of northern Nigeria.
Okay.
They used to.
Kill them.
Bend down the whole, yes. Capture the people into slavery, bend down the whole community, destroy everything and leave. They were doing that. But the governments didn't do that.
Okay.
When they went to a community and then they seized their goats and their sheep and their horses, they use horses and
take the fine girls.
Yeah. Yeah, if they could find some of them, they captured them too and brought them home. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And left it and come.
Okay.
And the Dagomba warfare is like that. They don't kill women in war.
Okay.
They don't kill old men in war.
Okay.
They don't kill children in war.
Okay.
So once they got whatever they wanted, they came home.
Okay. Wow.
And left the communities to survive so that they could go again next time.
Okay. Now, here in Yendi, Salaga slave market is not far from here. Right? And then here is Gonja. And then down south, we have the Bonos and the Ashanti Kingdom. Now, the Ashanti Kingdom pushed up and fought with Indira Japa around some parts of the down south in the Middle Belt area. And then they were, controlling that side. And then now Dagomba or Dagbon is also here. Now, was there ever a relationship between Dagomba or Dagbon Kingdom and the Ashanti Kingdom?
Yes.
What kind of relationship?
You see, around the from 1710 to about 1740, this was the peak of a very good relationship between the Dagombas and Ashanti.
Okay.
Yeah. Ashantis used to come up north here to buy slaves, exchange certain items with the Dagombas and pick slaves away. Kola nuts. We were told that even a basket of kola nuts would be used to exchange for a slave.
Okay.
A very strong slave.
Okay.
You get it. So they used to come here. Now, they saw how strong the Dagombas are. Now, at the time of Na and Asante, who reigned between 1710 and 1735, thereabout, the Ashanti traders went and told the then king of Ashanti, Osei
Okay.
about the Dagomba king and how powerful the people were.
Okay.
And he sent a delegation to meet the Yana to discuss. Because according to the history we have taken from our people, our fathers and their fathers, the Ashantis at that time were vulnerable to attacks from outsiders.
Okay.
Do you get it? So he wanted support from the Yana to fight alongside the Ashantis.
Okay.
What the Yana did, he sent men and he sent native bulletproof gowns, which is used in war. For the Ashanti warriors.
With charms.
With the charms.
Yes. I've seen that.
Yeah. So the Yana made people to put them together, and then he sent them to the Ashanti King to be given to, because the Dagomba fighters that were all had their own. So he sent some to him. Do you get it? So after Osei has stabilized himself and finished, the Dagomba people who went there told the Yana that the Ashantis had another weapon of war which spitted fire, and that was the gun. At that time, the Dagombas didn't have gun. They didn't know anything about gun. They were fighting with spears and bows and arrows and swords on horses and all that. But they didn't have guns. You get it? So they came and told Nanda Sirle that the Ashantis have very, very powerful, weapon. That spits fire. And they, at that time, they call it bomb, fire. That was the initial name the Dagombas give to the weapon. Boom. So even today, if I want to tell somebody, fire the gun, you say Lumbo. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yes. So and then also sent to him. Number one, to also make sure, get some of the guns for him, so that he also create another fighting branch of the Dagomba army who will use the gun. But they also needed the Ashantis to train them in handling the gun. They also needed the Ashantis to provide gunpowder. And bullets. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And whenever the gunpowder got finished, they need to be replaced. Whenever the guns got spoiled, they needed to be replaced. You understand? So the Ashantis at that time, I don't know whether because they were already good in marketing, decided that no, there must be an agreement. But we have never seen any written agreement. But there was an agreement. I don't know whether it was verbal, that they will provide them, but not for free. The government have to pay for the guns, pay for the gun, the gunpowder
and the
bullets, and those who will carry the gun from Ashanti to Dagbon, because then there were no lorries. Here we used to have donkeys to carry our loads, but Ashanti didn't have donkeys. So human beings, carry their goods. So the government had to also pay them feed those who were carrying the guns.
Okay.
And the Ashantis needed only slaves.
They needed only slaves
In place of
the trade. So how many slaves?
So the governments were to supply slaves.
Okay.
So finally they agreed that, okay, Ashanti will supply the Dagbon with 2,000 guns.
Okay.
And then the king of Dagbon also supply the Ashanti would pay with 2,000 slaves.
Okay.
But the what do you call it? The supply and the payment were going to take some time.
Okay.
So it was agreed that every year the Dagomba king will provide 200 slaves to Ashanti.
Okay.
Then Ashanti will send some of the guns.
Okay.
So until the 2,000 slaves are paid and then the guns are also received.
So this was the agreement between Osei Tutu
and then Na and then Sigle.
Na
and then Sigle.
and then Sigle. Na
and then Sigle, yes.
Okay.
Na and then Sigle.
Okay.
You get it?
I get
So this was the agreement.
Okay.
Now, this information is hidden from the public because only the griots and the drummers know it.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
And when historians come, sometimes they cover it. You won't tell them.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So that was the agreement.
Okay.
Now, the agreement went on and they brought in certain people to be taking the slaves. Then Andasele died and the next chief was Nabumbiao.
Okay.
He honored
the agreement. Okay.
Now, during Nabumbiao's reign, the Ashanti stopped bringing the guns.
Okay.
And most of the guns that were here had spoiled.
Okay.
And incidentally, the guns were also being used by the Ashantis. They were using them for hunting.
Okay.
They were using them every day they had a funeral. They were using them.
Okay.
So they were spoiling. They were
the Ashantis who were here.
Yeah. They were using the gunpowder, using the same gun that we bought. That were with them to use to train our people. You get it? And these guys started spoiling, and they were no longer bringing guns. They were still expecting slaves. So when Nabumbiao died and Nagarba reigned, you get it? So sometimes when you're going to talk about Ashanti, Dagomba, they always talk about Nagarba.
Okay.
But it didn't originate from Nagarba.
Okay.
It was right during the Nagarba time he said that he wouldn't pay.
Okay.
Until they honored that they are part of the agreement. He wasn't going to give them any more slaves.
Okay. So did they honor their part of the agreement?
They did not until the Ashanti he invited Nagarba to.
At that time, which Asante who was there?
Opokuwari.
Okay.
You had also died.
Okay.
So Opokuwari was there.
Okay.
And he used the Mampohine as the liaison.
Okay.
Between Ashanti and
Dagbon. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So when the Ashanti station here reported to him that the new chief who came said he was only going to pay until the guns were brought. Ashanti Opokuwari sent Mampohine
to
come to Nagara to invite him.
Okay.
That it was not good for the two kingdoms to fight over what do you call it? A common interest, because it was the agreement was benefiting both of them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But Nagarba told them that, look, I cannot ride a horse from here to Ashanti. I don't even know there. So how do I go to meet him? Why can't he also come? And the Mampohine told him that no, Ashanti king doesn't travel. And that when he goes there, he will treat him as a brother. You get it? He will get to know the Ashanti people. He will also get to know him. So he said, okay, fine. He wouldn't ride a horse if they knew how they were going to carry him there. So they prepared this the
chariot,
the palanquin. The palanquin.
Okay.
That they used to carry Ashanti chiefs.
Okay.
They prepared the palanquin and then they spread the lion skin and leopard skin and cow skin on it.
Okay.
And then they started to carry him to Ashanti, but it couldn't.
They couldn't.
They were dying.
Okay.
You get it? So at a point in time, the Mampohine said no, they should rather send him back. So that.
Where did they get to and they sent him back?
A lot of people are saying that they went to Kintampo, but I don't believe they went to Kintampo because they told me they crossed rivers.
Okay.
Our people told that they crossed rivers.
Okay.
And then went to a certain point.
Okay.
And the people were dying.
If they cross rivers, probably they must cross the Bupe.
Okay.
And they are pay.
before they got there. So yeah.
But if you cross the two, you enter Kintampo.
At all. So people say it is Kintampo. That was I saw it in books.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything from my people.
So the people said they cross rivers. They didn't mention whichever place. Okay.
So he was brought back.
Okay.
Now at the time he said he was not going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
There was a disappointed prince who also contested the chieftaincy with Nagarba and lost.
Okay.
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
And he quickly rushed to Ashanti to tell the Ashanti Hin that, look, the Ashanti Hin should fight and remove the kings and make him a new king. So he will continue
that agreement.
And not that to supply slaves. Whether Ashantis bring guns or not.
He will bring them slaves.
He will bring them slaves.
Okay.
So this is where there is a misunderstanding in the narrations.
That?
He was called Dancer. He later became Yana, but that was after Asante. That's when after Nagarwa had died.
Okay.
He was called Nasa Zebulun.
Okay.
You get it? Okay. But that plan didn't work.
Okay.
The plan didn't work. You get it?
Yeah.
So Asante went there, had a discussion with the Asante and then they now sent many more Ashantis, Ashanti warriors and their wives and their children, you understand, to Dagbon to stay and then repair some of the guns, do more training, prepare the gunpowder. Anytime the gunpowder got finished, you get it?
Yeah.
So that after that, they also be taking the slaves and sending them there.
Okay. So that's what Opokuware did.
Yeah, that was what Opokuware did. There has never been any war between the Dagombas and Ashantis.
Okay.
There has never been any war between the Dagombas and Ashantis.
Okay. So now, here's a question on where were you getting the slaves? Were you capturing Dagbon people? Which people were you selling as the slaves?
Look, Yendi at that time was an international trade center.
Okay.
That brought traders from North Africa, from Timbuktu area, from Hausa land. You get it? To Yendi.
As at that time, to Salaga was also another big market.
Salaga was another big market. So there was
Salaga market and Yendi market. Which one was bigger?
Yendi market was bigger. Salaga was famous for slaves.
Okay.
You understand? But Yendi, there were so many things to buy and sell.
Okay.
Including slaves.
Okay.
Yeah, there were slaves. Some slaves were sold here.
Okay.
But because the Yana was the king of the area, any goods that passed through Yendi were taxed.
Okay.
In the form of the goods.
Okay.
No money.
Okay.
So if you are bringing horses to sell,
you give you
tax. You pay one horse or two.
Okay.
If you are bringing cattle, you pay in cattle.
Okay.
If you are sending
slaves.
Slaves, you pay in slaves.
Okay.
You get it? But that notwithstanding, the Dagombas also raided areas.
Okay.
Particularly the Zamar area.
Yes.
Niger.
So while the Zamar people were raiding slaves to Salaga?
No, at that time they were not raiding. Look, at that time the Zamar didn't have a central kingdom.
Okay.
They had city states.
Okay.
And they were raided not only by the Dagombas, by even Fulanis.
Okay.
You understand? And Mushis.
Okay.
We're also raiding them.
So at what point did the Zamramas become?
Then we're leaving the Goddess and then go to another place.
Any place that Bon went, we cannot leave.
So let me tell you,
we will not go deep, but we can't also leave it
that area. Okay, let me just brief you. You see, Salaga was also another important town for Islamic education.
Okay,
there were so many Islamic madrasas there, which were handled by North Africans and houses.
Okay,
you get it. Many Islamic schools. There was one Zambarma guy who was brought there to school. He was called Hanudan Tadanu.
Okay.
Hanudan Tadanu. Yes. So he schooled there, and whilst he was there, he saw that most of the slaves that were brought to Salaga market were Zambarmas. And that market in human beings was profitable. You get it?
Yeah.
Now he finished his education and he was to go back. And those days they used to go in caravans.
Okay.
A lot of people moving together because of raids.
Okay.
By bandits.
So
they moved together. So through those who were coming and going there, he heard that the king of Yendi was a Muslim. You get it?
Yeah.
And the Zamar that were captured and brought were also Muslims.
Okay.
So when he was going, he stopped in Yendi.
Mhm.
And then went to the Yana to pray for him.
Okay.
And at that time, the Dagombas respected Islamic clerics.
Okay.
They respected them. Even today, we still respect Islamic clerics.
Okay.
They call them slaves of God.
Okay.
And because they could pray to God and what you want will happen.
Okay.
So they respected them. So the Yana told him to stay and then pray for him. Now, during the prayers, writing something for him, they will wash it and give it to him to drink and bath. They will prepare talisman. They will go and bury them just to protect the kingdom and all that. He will use the opportunity to also lecture the Yana. And he told him that, look, in the eyes of God, it was an offense for a Muslim to capture another Muslim into slavery. And incidentally, the Dagomba chiefs who went to Zamar to capture them were capturing Muslims and bringing them to slavery.
Okay.
And that was an offense in the eyes of God. And there was no way God was going to forgive him on the day of judgment.
Okay.
Do you get it? So he prayed to him that if he wanted forgiveness, he should discontinue the enslavement of Muslims. Do you get it?
Yes.
So the Yana agreed and called all the sub-chiefs in Yendi here and told the man to tell them what he told them.
Okay.
And the man narrated everything. They all accepted. So the Yana on that day banned slavery in Yendi town.
Okay. Like, is it completely?
Completely.
Whether you are Muslim or not a Muslim?
No, he just banned it.
Okay. Which Yana is that?
Yana Abdullah the First.
Yana Abdullah the First.
Yes.
Okay.
He banned it.
Okay. Which year?
That was before 1873.
Okay.
Before 1873.
Okay.
That was around 1869 thereabout.
Okay.
So he banned it and told them that anybody carrying slaves through Yendi should be arrested and the slaves brought to his palace.
Okay.
Anytime such a thing, the slaves were brought there, he asked them, what craft do you know? If you are a Muslim and you can teach Arabic, Islamic and this thing, then they will just free you there and then.
Okay.
But if you are not, and you knew any handicraft, then they will ask the elders who want somebody who want to teach this thing in his house or use this expertise to work for him.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And they will be shared among the elders.
Okay.
And listen, and anytime they were shared among the elders, they were not treated as slaves.
They were treated them
yes, and even married for them.
Okay.
And today, their descendants are those people sitting in front of chiefs. And some of them are chiefs somewhere.
Okay. Okay. So the Zamramas also became slave raiders.
Hey, I'm still coming to that point. So the Yana, those who were going to raid the slaves in Zamar, where they were not from Yendi.
Okay.
They were the chiefs of Savilugu,
okay,
Torong, Kumbungu. That's Western Dagbon.
Okay.
They were going for the raids.
Okay.
And Karaga.
Okay.
They were Yendi people. They weren't going.
Okay.
But those chiefs, they were going.
Why was Yendi people
so he sent.
Going?
Yendi people. I mean, those who were here were all chiefs.
Okay.
Young, eunuchs and then all that. Those who were servicing the Yana.
Okay.
So there was no need.
Okay.
Except that a prince would grow strong.
Okay. And go by himself.
And go by himself.
Okay.
Just gather some few, warriors. You understand? And equipment and then go by himself.
Okay.
But that was not sanctioned by the king.
Okay.
And they just went there to do their own catch, race and sales.
So when they get the 2,000 guns from Asante, they share it for all these raiding kingdoms?
Yes, they share it.
Okay.
And they also share their charges to go to the also train.
Okay.
People to use their weapons. So today they all have their Kambona Ashanti chiefs.
Okay.
And they all have their descendants.
They call them what?
Kambona. The government call Ashanti Kambonga.
Kamunga.
And now is chief.
Okay.
So Kambona.
Okay.
So all the chiefs they have Kambona number today.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So that was what happened. And then the Yana sent to tell them, to the paramount chiefs there, that he wanted them to stop slavery altogether. He has been told that slavery itself is not good in the eyes of God. So they should stop it.
Okay.
But at that time, Dagbon was just
Still
recuperating from some internal wars.
Okay.
So he didn't have a firm control over those chiefs.
Okay.
And so some of them disobeyed him.
Okay.
And they were still going to do the raiding.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Now, Harodan Tadano, who had lectured the Yana, then left Yendi and went to Zamar land. You get it?
Yes.
And told the chief of that place that, look, the Yana, the king of the Dagomba, is a Muslim. He presented all these things to me. He's a very good man. Let's sign an agreement with him. So that they'll stop reading us. Look at it.
Yes.
So the man agreed. The Zarmakoi, chief of the Zamar, they used to call them Zarmakoi.
Okay.
He agreed.
Okay.
And then he sent some delegation.
Okay.
And among the delegation, he sent 7 copies of the Holy Quran.
Okay.
Then horses, some horses. And then some maidens, very beautiful women. You get it? You understand? Yeah. They sent them to the Yana.
Okay.
To be presented to the Yana and then swear allegiance to the Yana. To be under him.
Okay.
While you're under him, you couldn't read them again.
Okay. So then, is Zamrama close to Ghana?
No, it's in Nigeria and Mali.
Nigeria and Mali.
So you could see how they were traveling. So they go to war and stay there for 3 years.
Wow.
And when they are coming back, then they are coming with booty.
Okay.
So the people came and reminded. Now, the one who led the delegation was the same man, Hanodan Tadano.
Okay.
He led because he knew him.
Okay.
So they brought those items, and then the elements of the agreement were 7.
Okay.
I don't know what I can recall all. 1, the Dagombas were to cease raiding them.
Okay.
That was one condition. Number 2, the Dagombas were also to support them so that anytime they are bringing their goods to Yendi market and even to Salaga, they will not be raided by Dagomba princes.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Then number 3, anytime the Dagombas were at war, they could send for them to come and support them.
Okay.
Do you get it? Number 5, can I recall because of the time? Let's just, I mean, these were some of the agreements.
Okay.
So the Yana accepted.
Okay.
And then sent the delegation to go to Karaga, Sevlugu, Tolong to tell them.
Okay.
He sent an elder to accompany them. And they did that. So raiding at Zambarma stopped.
Okay.
So the Zambarma young men now also acquired horses. They were already grooming horses.
Okay.
And decided to come to Dagbon to settle at Karaga.
Okay.
With the Karaga chief.
Okay.
You understand? So that any time and told the Karaga that now that we are free, we can now combine and go to today Upper East, Upper West regions, and then Northern Côte d'Ivoire. You get it? Côte d'Ivoire, and then Northern Guinea.
Okay.
And they can go, so they can go team up to go there and raid.
Okay.
You understand?
Why Karaga?
No, Karaga chief. I said Karaga Savile.
Yes, I know.
These are the paramount chiefs.
Yes, but I know. But why did
the Karaga chief was the one disturbing them? He was the one disturbing them, reading them.
Okay.
You understand? Subsequent Karaga chiefs were reading them.
Okay.
So they came.
The Karaga chiefs have a thing for Zamarama people. Okay.
So they came to Karaga, and then they stayed for some time, and then they agreed together, and then they mobilized and left.
Okay.
On the slave rates.
Okay.
So after 2 years raiding with the Dagombas, they declined to come back to Karaga.
Okay.
They settled in Kassana.
Okay.
Kassana is between just beyond the Burkina Faso border.
Around Paga area.
Paga area.
Yeah.
But inside Burkina Faso. So they made that place their capital.
Okay.
And started reading the...
Who was their leaders?
First, Hanodan Tadano was their leader.
Okay.
When he died, Gazare took over.
Okay.
After Gazare, then Babatu.
Babatu.
Yes.
Okay.
Babatu dan Muhammad. You can call him Babatu dan Guru.
Okay.
He's the same person.
Okay.
You understand? So initially when they were forming, they formed what they call the Zamar Emirates.
Okay.
They used the whole territory there to form another kingdom called an emirate.
Okay.
You understand? And we're raiding them. Do you get it?
Okay.
For the slaves.
Okay.
But they were not bringing them. They were no longer bringing them to Dagbon.
Okay.
Kassala also became another slave trading center.
Okay.
And this time, Arabs and other Maghrebian, the North Africans also came down to also purchase the slaves.
Okay.
And within a very short time, Kassala became a very busy industrial, what do you call it, commercial center.
Okay. Now, here's one thing I want us to clear. Last year I was in Sandema for the Fiok Festival. And the festival, the whole thing was that the Busa people defeated Babatu. And another thing was that Babatu was a slave raider for the Dagbon.
No, it's not true. He was not a slave raider for us.
Oh, let me.
Okay.
I want to finish the whole assertion.
Okay.
And then we can clear it.
Yeah, I'll clear it.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm really enjoying and learning a lot from you.
Yeah.
So the other assertion was that one of the motivation for the slave raiding and for they tag Babatu as a what's the name?
Slave raider,
as a raider. And one of the motivation from Dagbon was that they had some form of agreement with the Ashantis to provide them with slaves. They even said 1,000 slaves. So because of that, you employed the services of the bandit to be capturing the slaves for you.
No, it's not true. Babatu wasn't doing that for us. They had their own market at Kassala.
Okay.
Where they sold their slaves. You get it?
Yeah.
You see, Babatu's link with Dagbon is this. Babatu captured some Sisale community and killed the king.
Okay.
And his son ran to Savilgu to meet the Savilgu chief, who was the son of but then Nabla had died. And then the former Savilgu chief became Yana and gave the vacant king to Nabla's son, who was called Mahama Akwasi.
Okay.
You get it? So Babatu's, what do you call the Sisala prince, ran away fled to Savilgu.
Okay.
And petitioned the Savilgu chief to mobilize forces to go with him and fight Babatu and free his people.
Okay.
And when that man went there, Babatu defeated him or killed him.
Okay.
And the other princes that followed him, Babatu captured them and brought them to the then Yana and Dane.
Okay.
And went back to his place. Babatu came here only when the British and the French attacked him.
Okay.
You understand? And he had no place to go. And he ran up to this place for...
why did the British and the French attack him?
That was the time they were colonizing. They were now appearing in West Africa after the Berlin Conference.
Okay.
They were now striving to get colonies here.
Okay.
And Babatu was seen as a stubborn guy.
Okay.
You understand?
The slave raider.
Yeah. So they decided they wanted to negotiate with him for peace, but he refused. So they fought him.
Okay.
The French fought him. He ran to Dagbon here. The British who were at Gambaga, the Northern British Command who were at Gambaga also heard about him. They attacked him. He ran to people there. Several places they attacked him and then he ran away to Dagbon. And at that time, Dagbon was an emerging German colony.
Okay.
But then the Dagombas and Germans had fought at Adibo, and German has defeated us and then moved to Sansamongo. So Dagbon was, Yendi, the Eastern Dagbon was part of the German territory. It was just emerging.
Okay.
So the British had no right to come here to capture him.
Okay.
The French couldn't come here to capture him.
Okay.
So he got asylum here and died here.
Okay.
So that's the only relationship we have with him. First, bringing the princes that, that he captured during the war at Dolobison. There's a town called Dolobison. That's where they fought the war. And he caught the Dagomba princes. He killed their leader and brought their princes to the king because he knew if Yana had, he sold the Dagomba princes to slavery. The Yana could attack him.
Okay.
So in order to prevent that, he brought them
to
Yendi.
Okay.
You understand? That was the first time the Dagombas even knew something about Babatu. They didn't know him. Then he went back to continue his history. He was then the ruler of the Zamar Emirates at the time.
Okay.
But the two Emirates had died.
Okay.
Hanul had died, Ghazali had died, and he was now then the ruler there.
Okay. So question I want to find out is that, was it, what time did the Dagombas end the 2,000 slaves supply agreement with the Ashantis?
It was Nablai, doing that Nablai I'm talking about.
Okay.
It was his
time that Babatu came here.
No, Babatu didn't meet Nablai. He met Namdani.
Okay.
Nabla had died, and then another king has come and done it.
So how was the ending of the agreement? Was it smooth?
No, but then, I mean, the Ashanti's place here were now Dagombas. You know, that was a very long time.
Okay.
Over 200 years.
Okay.
They had now become Dagombas.
Okay.
Assimilated.
Okay.
Do you get it? Married Dagomba women, brought children. The old ones had died, and their names were now titles.
Okay.
That the Dagomba, Dagomba, they were now called Dagomba Ashanti.
Asante Dagomba. Okay.
So instead of they were now using the names of the Ashanti leaders as titles.
Okay.
You understand? So if there was a man called Ocher, you understand? You know, those he trained. The Dagombas he trained in the rifle and everything. When he died, and then the Dagomba man took up his place. He said he was the new Ocher.
Okay.
And so they call it Achiri. And today Achiri is chieftaincy.
Okay.
For the Dagomba
Kingdom.
The Dagomba Ashantis.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And him.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
You understand? So by then, I mean, there was no longer any power exerted from Ashanti on Dagomba.
Okay.
Because almost all of them had almost become, they were now hybrids.
Hybrids.
So hybrid Ashanti this thing.
Okay. So here is another thing. I don't know if it's a misconception.
Even those who were before then, the slave that they took, they didn't send them to Ashanti again. They had become autonomous.
Okay.
The Ashanti histories here. Yeah, they had become autonomous. They had become.
They didn't even
came sending everything to Ashanti again.
Okay.
So they were now called Ashanti Dagomba.
Okay.
Dagbon Kingdom. That was what they were now called.
So where did they send the slaves to?
They were now their property.
Okay.
And they were also selling. Okay. And also using them on their farms and then all that.
Okay.
And today their descendants are also Ashantis.
Okay. So here is another thing I want to clear. You know, there is this popular misconception. I don't know if it's a misconception until we hear it from you, that the Ashantis were short and weaker, and the Dagombas were strong and taller. So the Asantis crossbred with Dagomba so that they can look tall and stronger. Is it true? Or
that was when the Yanda sent. They were breeding.
Okay.
Well, between the Ashantis and the people Yanda sent.
Okay.
To fight.
Okay.
For C2.
Okay.
And they were now crossing the Ashanti women and then.
So is that why?
You see that? So it's true.
It's true. So is that why?
But it's not that people are talking as if they came from Ashanti to Yendi. The Yana gave them big some people they carried them there to harvest. No, that is not it. They were the fighters they sent. The fighters they sent to Ashanti. You know, they remain there. You understand? We believe that they are the Bantama people today.
Bantama people.
Yes.
Okay.
That is our belief.
Okay.
Yes.
But you don't know. You believe, but you don't know whether it's factually true or not.
No, we know. I mean, that is if you believe something, that is it.
Okay.
We know, and we believe.
Okay.
And then I had this encounter with one professor at Winneba. We went there for some conference, and then this Ashanti Dagomba relationship came up, and he was saying he was surprised. I was saying that there has never been a fight between, because in books they started quoting publications. I said, no, how do I have anything to do with publications? The people didn't conjure the material from heaven to write. They went and asked certain people.
Okay.
So they could have asked wrong people, and they gave the wrong information.
Okay.
Then one other professor got up and said, no, that what I said had credence, because that if you look at the Ashanti inheritance system, the Bantam people are patrilineal, while the rest of the Ashanti are matrilineal.
Okay.
So how could that be explained? I didn't even know.
The Dagbon Kingdom patrilineal.
Yes, it's patrilineal.
Okay. So the Bantam, is it the same as the Asafo people?
I don't know.
No, okay.
Go and do your side there. Okay. Do more side there.
Another thing that I want to find out is the relationship between the Dagbon Kingdom and the Gonjas. Because I mean, I've been to Gonja, and then I can connect some of the stories you're saying.
Okay.
Like the story that Babatu, Babatu was came here. So the Gonjas also fought Babatu and Samuel Ture. But Samuel Ture went down. Like he fled down south. And he was later captured as a slave. You see, so they said Samuel Ruturi didn't die. They couldn't kill him, but he fled down. He was later captured as a slave down south and was sold. That's the account. But when it comes to Babatu, they said they fought Babatu. I think Babatu came to one of the towns in the middle here. And then I think the people couldn't. Is it Kong?
Yes.
The people couldn't go to the farm, go to fetch water whatsoever. So the warriors went to fight him. And then he fled up here.
Yeah. No, he didn't. You see, there's no confusion. He didn't. From there, he didn't run to Dagbon. That was what caused the Babatu to kill that Sisala chief that I talked about.
Okay. So one of the things I want to clear is that for them, when Babatu left, they don't know where he went to.
Okay.
But later, they heard he was here. So whether he came here straight or not, they didn't know.
They didn't know.
But they fought him.
And he went back. It was they used to call the people the Chefene people.
Okay.
You get it? The Kong area. I think today it is in Code d'Ivoire, or is it in the Gonja area? I don't know.
Okay.
You know, Babatu wanted to go and fight them and told the Sisara chief to supply him with young men and want to go and fight him.
Okay. To fight the Gonjas.
Yes, to fight the I don't know what we call them Gonjas, but they were the Chefene people. Yes,
they were under the Gonja umbrella.
Okay,
yeah.
But when you say to fight the Go, it means that the king and his troops.
No, you know that when you say Dagbon, like if somebody attack a smaller town,
community, that is Dagbon. That is true.
Maybe that.
On that, on that line, I agree.
Yeah.
So he went there to fight the Chefene people. You get it?
Yeah.
And he wanted support from the Dolobison people.
Okay.
You get it? And the man refused.
Okay.
So he was angry. When he went there, he was beaten.
Okay.
And so that is true.
Okay.
He was beaten and he fled back.
Okay.
And then went to Kasana.
Okay.
And was waiting for opportunity to punish the Sisala people. You get it?
Yeah.
An opportunity came when somebody, there was one Malam Musa or something. He was a trader in gunpowder.
Okay.
When he was going to that community, some Sisala young men saw him and seized the gunpowder.
Okay.
And sold it.
Okay.
So the man went to report to Babatu. And Babatu sent people to come and arrest those young boys. And the boys ran to the Sisala chief.
Okay.
So Babatu told him that he should surrender the boys and the gunpowder. You get it?
And he refused.
No, the gunpowder was no longer there.
Okay.
But he wouldn't surrender the young boy because when an old man wants to punish a small boy and he runs for another old man, you understand, for protection. You, the old man that he has come, you don't have to surrender him to the person pursuing him.
Okay.
So the Sisala chief refused to surrender the young boys. And that prompted Babatu to attack.
Oh, okay.
To attack.
So that was the reason for Babatu's attack?
Yes.
On the
Sisala people.
Okay. Okay. I see.
That's Sisala. No, the Sisala, they were in different communities. I'm talking about the Sisala people in Dolbizon.
Okay.
There was a community called Dolby. It was also called Kong. So there were two Kongs. Okay. One Kong is Korn. That is the one Babatu went and he was defeated.
Okay.
Among the Gonja people.
Okay.
Now this other Kong is Koln.
Okay.
And that was a Sisala community. Okay. But today it is called Dolbizon.
Okay.
Today they call it Dolbizon.
Okay. So the Dagbons never had anything to do with the Gonjas.
Oh no, I mean why? Neighbors. I mean they had something to do with them. There was one Darjao.
Okay.
Who went to Deboya. And the people killed him. He was a king of Dagbon.
Okay.
He went there, but Deboya was his mother's side.
Okay.
The mother came from
Deboya is in Gonja.
It's in Gonja.
Okay.
The mother came from that area.
Okay. So when they killed him, what was the response that the Dagbon gave?
Okay. Then the next chief, the next king, mobilized forces and went to that place and conquered them and beat them and killed them, plenty of them.
Wow.
You get it? And then came back.
Okay.
That was the war we had with them. The other war was another prince of another Goja community. Maybe I can Mama Kumpati. He was called Mama Kumpati. Mama Wari.
Okay.
A Goja prince called Mama Wari. He was who mobilized forces. And at a time Dagbon was weak. Weak in the sense that there was disunity over succession. You get it? So he got the chance and came. And his interest was to capture Yendi.
Okay.
So he came to as far as Sam, which is about 24 miles away from here.
Okay.
You get it? So the Dagombas mobilized forces under Sigle,
Okay.
and they went and then fought him at a battle called Chirizam
Okay.
and killed him there.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
So these are the only 2 wars that have been fought between
The
the Dagombas and then and the Gunjes.
Okay.
But there is another skirmish that people take to be a war, but it wasn't a war.
Okay.
Between Kumbungu and then was it Daboya again? The same Daboya.
Okay.
And that was just a skirmish between 2 communities. Okay, between 2 communities.
Okay.
That one. So these are the only 2.
Okay.
But you see, by history books has it that Ndewura Japa killed Nadarja. Meanwhile, by the time Ndewura Japa came and colonized, or the Gunjan, Nadarja had died long ago.
Yeah. So I also learned this is not the original capital town of Dagbon.
Yes. The original was at Yendi. Ruled Yendi.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why the chief had to move.
Okay.
And that chief was even called Nato Tore. And Nato Tore said there was no war.
Okay.
And Nato Tore. So if somebody says that we'll just chase Nato Tore away from the west to the east, it's a lie.
Okay.
There was no war.
Okay.
That was the time Arab Malams and Wangara Islamic clerics were entering Dagbon.
Okay.
And they were very good in soothsaying.
Okay.
Seeing the future.
Okay.
You get it? At that time too, Yendi was emerging as a commercial center.
Okay.
So there was a lot of trade going on here. You get it? So the Malams at the time told the young king, he was very young when he was a king, very, very young when he was made king. So they told him that if he wants the kingdom to, flourish, he should move the capital from the west to the east.
Okay.
So he told them there are many communities in the east. Which of them? Then they dissociate. You understand?
Yeah.
And then selected Yendi.
Okay.
That he will come and settle in Yendi.
Okay. So this has happened before 1710.
Yeah. Oh, no, after 17. No, before 1710. Before 1710. Long before 1710.
Before 1710.
So long before 1710.
This happened before 1710.
Yes.
So during
before 1710.
The commerce era and all the things that were happening, this has happened long
before.
So this particular Yendi has been in existence
very long time ago. It was a commercial center.
Wow.
It was a very serious commercial center.
Wow.
That attracted people from different parts of West Africa and then North Africa.
Wow.
And so Yendi was a flourishing. So let me tell you something. There is this guy who worked with the Danish, with the Danes. He was one of their secretaries.
Okay.
And he was like an ambassador from the Danish embassy to Ashanti.
Okay.
And he wrote a lot of books. He said Ashanti traders at that time told him that Yendi at that time was 100 times bigger than Kumasi. The houses were more beautifully built and arranged than Kumasi.
Okay.
And the markets in Yendi town was an amazing commercial. Just to quote that, it was an amazing commercial, scene. Flocks were brought in from the interior. Cattle were brought in from the interior. Gold was brought in from Ashanti, from the Ashanti area. You understand? It was, sources of items of commerce.
Okay.
That they found in Yendi, and that they sometimes got lost in Yendi town when they were moving about.
Wow.
So that can tell you how Yendi was.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
At that time.
Wow.
So it's not just Yendi was just some empty space, or some few ethnic groups were here and they came and drove them out and then occupied. No, it's not true.
Okay.
It was a pure commercial center.
Okay.
It was also developing into a center of Islam, because the houses that were coming started opening makaranta in their houses.
Okay. Now, what you just spoke about, like the place was nice, the buildings were nicer. What I want to find out is that, was this place always dry like this with just only shrubs, no green vegetation?
No. It was a savanna
this place has always been a savanna.
Yes, but we have different types of savanna.
Okay.
We have savanna woodland,
Okay.
savanna grassland,
Okay.
and then semi-desert savanna.
Okay. So this place was.
Well, it was a savanna woodland, part of the savanna woodland.
Okay.
Yeah, it
So
is.
is it still a savanna woodland?
No, you can no longer say savanna woodland. The trees are there, but not as high. Even when we were young, the vegetational cover was not like this.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And when we were young, this area, this where my house is sited, was far in the bush. You get it? And only those who wanted to go and cut grasses for their horses would venture to come near here.
Okay.
And those who wanted to fish. And there was a stream here during the rain season, so there were a lot of fish they could catch here. Everywhere were trees, big trees. So they have all been felled, or bent.
Okay. Now, another thing that I want to find out is that, recently, like when I went to the Busa people and they made their narration about the Dagombas. In fact, the narrations they made were, I would say that maybe 80% accurate, that Babatu came to raid and they defeated him, which was true. And then they were thinking that Babatu was raiding for the Dagombas because Dagomba was supplying Ashantis with slaves and all that, which that wasn't the motivation.
They read them in history books.
Yeah, Babatu was doing his own thing, right? Now, what I found out on Facebook, like, and everywhere on my handles in the comment section, was that I feel that Dagombas don't know their history, especially the young ones.
No, they don't.
They don't know anything.
They didn't know anything about their history.
They don't. They didn't learn it, and everything they were saying were very sentimental and emotional.
No, they don't learn. They don't learn. They don't learn.
Because
we are with them. They don't learn.
Because the person from Busa said there was some form of treaty, which you've established that there was some form of treaty that they will give you 2,000 guns, you give them this. So that was there. And the people were just like, I was hoping that when I'm coming here, I'm coming to hear something different. But I realized that our culture, our history from south to the north is interwoven.
Yeah.
And if we all be like honest and truthful, we see that by the time we can have one history book that if you start from the south and you end to the north, or start from the north to the south, like you see that everybody will understand, even people's attitude, their reactions, and all that.
You see, some of our young boys are, for a very long time, I have been talking to the teachers teaching Dagbani language. I've agitated that it is good they see those working on their curriculum and sit down with them to make the corrections. A very long time I've been saying it because that's not my field, that's not my area.
Okay.
I'm a traditional historian.
Okay.
But I don't teach. This is in a formal setup.
Okay.
But they are doing it.
Okay.
They go to the training college to learn it. Some of them go to the university to learn it, to come back and teach. You see, but the distortion has been entrenched. And so until somebody comes like we have come to get the information, it will be difficult to convince anybody that what is found in the books
is distorted.
Yes, it's distorted. You understand?
So one question I want to ask you, for instance, if I get a chance to meet Yana today, will he confirm everything you've said?
Yana doesn't talk history.
Okay.
He will invite somebody to come and talk.
Okay, so the person will be directed to you, obviously. So
maybe somebody else.
Okay, but the person will still
that person will also want me to be around.
No, the reason I'm asking for this is for authenticity, for people to understand, like, the kind of person I'm having a conversation with, the kind of person who is sharing this history. And this is the most authentic history about the kingdom of Dagbon that you ever get on any part of the world,
Yes.
Which has been passed on from your fathers to your forefathers and all that.
Yes. That one, but you are correct.
What is the importance, or what significant role does Dagbon, kingdom plays in current Ghana? Like, is there any significant role that you can say that, when it comes to Ghana as a whole, this is what Dagbon Kingdom represents?
Oh, when you come to Ghana as a whole, Dagbon Kingdom represents everything. You have the Dagombas who are working in different fields of, endeavor. You understand? So many doctors from Dagbon are working in different hospitals across the country. So many, let me call them technicians, technical people, lecturers, whatever. They are all there working to enhance the development of the country. Do you get it? Then apart from that, resources from Dagbon, in terms of agricultural resources, play a key role in the food security. You understand? What do you call it? Of Ghana.
Okay.
You understand? Then Dagbon also possess tourist attraction centers.
Okay.
Which, when developed, can generate a lot of.
What are some of the attraction centers here?
Number one, let's talk about Babatu. Say he died in Yendi.
Oh, you have to take me there today.
Okay. Babatu died in Yendi. His tomb is there.
Okay.
And some of the regalia that that he left behind.
Okay.
Are there. The tomb is there. German anti-colonial struggle. Dagomba's anti-colonial struggle against Germany.
Okay.
The battlefield is there at the boat 10 miles away from here.
Okay.
You understand? The Greenwich meridian that divides the world into two.
Okay.
And gives this into the time zones.
Okay.
You understand? Passes through Yendi.
Wow.
Yes. Look at it. It passes through Yendi. Then we have before we got independent. Before the what do you call it? We got independent. The Europeans were the Germans and other Europeans. They were in Yendi. They introduced the schools that we have. The Yendi Hospital. Some schools here. Most of them died. Churches. They died and then they were buried here. So we have a European cemetery, German European cemetery in Yendi.
Okay.
You understand? Then we can still see more than 100-year trees that were planted by the Germans.
Okay.
They are there. Century old, trees are there for people. You understand? For people. So then historical places like that, Nadatatua, where people were chasing the Yanas were sent and executed. There are so many places in Yendi. When developed, can be source of attraction. Then our festivals.
Okay.
You understand?
What festivals do you have?
We have Bone Festival, the Fire Festival. Okay. We have the Damba Festival.
Okay.
We have the, what do you call it, the Eid. The two Eids, Eid al-Adha and the Eid al-Fitr.
Okay.
You understand? They are there. Then we also have the Guinea Fowl Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Guinea Fowl. Maybe you've never heard about it.
I've never heard about it.
You understand? Yes.
Yeah.
So we have it. We have Guinea Fowl Festival.
And the town called Kulpeni.
Kulpeni.
Kulpeni. I went for a funeral there.
Okay, that's just some
yes
from here.
So that time, I think I was doing another project.
Okay.
And then I came through the Eastern Corridor Road. So I was driving and then we got to the third. Then there were people were dancing happy. And then
also cultural dances.
So when I got there, I stopped. I said, "What's happening?" They say it's funeral. So
funeral.
Okay. They say, "Oh, so this is how funeral is done." So even the way your funeral,
there are even our funerals. The way we celebrate our funerals. It's also another form of fact. Then the Yana and his entourage, in state, sitting in state, is something for you to see.
So now that we are here and we've learned about the people of Dagbon, the Dagbon Kingdom, and all that, and how Dagbon came to be, and how you've survived up to now, and how you relate with the neighbors and all that. What do you want to tell the whole world and the people of Dagbon, those who are far, that have never even come home before, and this is the first time that they are going to learn their history from you? What do you want to tell all of them? Should they come home? What should they do? What should they do?
You see, communities don't develop by only the indigenous.
Okay.
Communities are developed by outsiders.
Okay.
You may have, your own who are not living with you, but they are outside. There are a lot of, opportunities there that they can harness and bring them home to develop the community.
Okay.
So what I want to tell listeners, and particularly those from Dagbon, is that currently we need to develop Dagbon. We need to put away our differences, our chieftaincy differences, our religious sectoral differences, and even our ethnic differences. Because within Dagbon we have other ethnic groups that we live with. We have to put these differences away and see each other as one people. and see Dagbon as a place that we can call home. So that wherever you are staying, you are in America, you are Australia, you are where you are in Accra, you are in Nigeria, you are coming to Yendi and you are proud that you are coming home. But when, the word Dagbon or Yendi is everywhere and you come and you don't see visible signs of development, it doesn't work well. So I guess that is my plea. I also want to address some misconceptions about our history. See, when they say Dagbon was founded by Nanyase in this year, it does not mean that Dagbon was an empty space. Nanyase came and brought it and they settled down. That is not it. We had pristine Dagombas who were living here, and the royals came. Today, the gap between the royals and then the non-royals is is narrowing very fast, because most of the commoners are now being skinned as chiefs, development chiefs, sectional chiefs, interest chiefs, whatever. You understand? So gradually they are joining the royalty.
Okay.
You understand? So that gap is closing up fast. Though at the apex of the royal system, most people cannot go there unless you are a son of a former Yan or something, or a grandson, to occupy certain other areas. But it is gradually coming down. I also want our other brothers and sisters who have been carved out into other kingdoms, and those who have not been carved into kingdoms. Let us see ourselves as one. You understand? We are speaking the same language, but with different dialects. So let's forget about what happened in the past. If you say the Gombas were raiding you, if you are said the Gomba chiefs, you understand, were raiding you, it's better to say that the Gombas were raiding you, because the commoners too, the commoners didn't come to raid anybody, and they are part of you. You understand?
Yeah.
So I believe that whatever has happened in the past, yes, slavery, yes, it happened. It is inevitable. We can no longer go back to history and then let's say it didn't happen. It did. So beyond that, what we do, let's see how we can forgive each other and then see ourselves as one people. You get it? So that together we can forge ahead. Can you imagine what will happen if all the northern ethnic groups decided that from today, all issues of conflicts should be resolved, through dialogue. No more fighting, no more burning of houses, no more burning of communities, no more burning of farms. You understand? In the next 10 years, how will the North be? It will be like a heaven. So I think that we should put our differences aside. Whatever has happened in history has happened. There's no way we can, bring it back. You understand? We should acknowledge it and then see how we can forge ahead. And those distorting history, I want to state here that there has never been any war between the Dagombas and Ashantis. Never. The relationship was a symbiotic relationship between the Dagombas and then the Ashantis. You get it?
Yeah.
It was symbiotic. And there was an agreement, though not a written agreement, that we haven't seen one. Or people said there was an agreement, and that agreement was there. Suppliers leaves weapons, that supplied with gunpowder, carriers to carry them and amend them and all that, and also supply slaves. That was the agreement. And those days, these were the issues of the details of the society. You understand? Today, nobody would want to, go and catch another person as a slave, even if it is not banned. You understand? Intermarriages has taken place among almost all the communities. So let's put the history, the dark side of our history behind us, and then see how we can move together, hold hands together, and move forward as people looking for progress, looking for development for our children and their children and their children and the generations to come.
Okay. Thank you very much. And guys, like I tell you all the time, it's good to learn. It's good not to be emotional when you are learning. You have to be ready to unlearn a lot of things. So I have learned so much today. And in fact, within the past year and now, I keep learning every day. And like you can see, I'm very calm because I'm trying to process a lot of the things that has happened here. And I'm even trying to visualize them and role play some of them. So I think that we're on course, and still keep watching, keep learning, and let's start decolonizing our mind. Let's start things that were not true, misconceptions and all that. Let's start to accept it. And my fellow Dagombans, it is true that there was no fight, but there was an agreement. It's been established. So if you don't know your history as a Dagomba, as a Dagbon, and then is it Dagbamba?
Dagomba.
As a Dagbamba, today, you know it from one of your own, not me. I only made a way here and brought it on my platform so that we can all learn. So thank you all for always being there, and see you in another time. Thank you.